Staying consistent with your goals can feel like an uphill battle, especially when life gets busy. Many people start with the best intentions, but as their schedules fill up, consistency often slips away. In this video, we'll explore where most people go wrong when trying to maintain their routines during hectic times. We'll break down the common pitfalls and offer practical strategies to help you stay on track, no matter how packed your calendar becomes. Let's begin by understanding why consistency is so important and why it's so easy to lose when things get busy. Consistency is the backbone of progress. Whether you're working on fitness, learning a new skill, or building a business, small, repeated actions add up over time. When you're consistent, you build momentum and see real results. But when life gets busy, it's tempting to let your routine slide. This is where many people stumble. They underestimate the power of sticking with small habits, even when they can't do everything perfectly. Let's look at the first common mistake people make when trying to stay consistent during busy periods. One of the biggest traps is all or nothing thinking. People often believe that if they can't do their full routine, there's no point in doing anything at all. For example, if you usually work out for an hour but only have 15 minutes, you might skip it entirely. This mindset leads to inconsistency and frustration. Instead, it's better to do something even if it's less than usual. Remember, progress is made by showing up, not by being perfect. Let's see how this plays out in real life. Imagine you've committed to daily exercise, but a busy week at work leaves you exhausted. Instead of skipping your workout because you can't do a full session, try a quick 10-minute walk or some stretching. This keeps your habit alive and reinforces your commitment, even when time is tight. The key is to adapt your routine to fit your schedule, rather than abandoning it altogether. This approach applies to any goal, not just fitness. Next, let's talk about another common mistake: overloading your schedule. When you're motivated, it's easy to take on too much at once. You might set ambitious goals and pack your schedule with new habits, but when life gets busy, this overload quickly becomes overwhelming. Instead of maintaining consistency, you end up dropping everything. The solution is to focus on fewer, more meaningful habits. Prioritize what matters most and give yourself permission to scale back when necessary. Let's explore how to identify your top priorities. To stay consistent, it's crucial to know what truly matters to you. Take a moment to list your top 3 priorities. These should be the habits or routines that have the biggest impact on your goals. By focusing on these, you can maintain progress even when your schedule is packed. Remember, it's better to do a few things well than to spread yourself too thin. Next, let's discuss the importance of flexibility in your routines. Life is unpredictable, and rigid routines often break under pressure. That's why flexibility is key to staying consistent. Instead of sticking to a strict schedule, allow yourself to adjust your habits based on your current circumstances. This might mean changing the time of day you work out or shortening your meditation session. The goal is to keep your habits alive, even if they look different from day to day. Let's look at how to build flexibility into your routines. To make your habits more flexible, create a range of options for each one. For example, if your goal is to read daily, have a minimum commitment like reading 1 page on busy days, and a longer session when you have more time. This way, you're always making progress, no matter how your day unfolds. Flexibility helps you avoid the trap of giving up entirely when things don't go as planned. Next, let's address another mistake: neglecting self-care. When you're busy, self-care is often the first thing to go. You might skip meals, cut back on sleep, or ignore your need for relaxation. But neglecting self-care makes it even harder to stay consistent with your other goals. Taking care of your body and mind gives you the energy and resilience to keep going, even during stressful times. Let's see how you can make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. To ensure you don't neglect self-care, schedule it just like any other important task. Block out time for meals, rest, and activities that recharge you. Even short breaks can make a big difference. By treating self-care as a priority, you'll have more energy to stay consistent with your other habits. Next, let's talk about the importance of tracking your progress. Tracking your habits is a powerful way to stay consistent, especially when you're busy. By keeping a simple log or checklist, you can see your progress and stay motivated. Tracking also helps you identify patterns like which days are hardest for you and adjust your approach as needed. Let's explore some easy ways to track your consistency, even with a packed schedule. You don't need fancy apps to track your habits. A notebook, calendar, or even a sticky note can do the trick. Mark off each day you complete your habit, no matter how small the effort. Over time, these marks become a visual reminder of your commitment. This simple system keeps you accountable and encourages you to keep going, even when life gets hectic. Next, let's discuss the danger of comparing yourself to others. It's easy to look at others and feel like you're not doing enough, especially on social media. But everyone's journey is different. and comparing yourself to others only leads to frustration. Focus on your own progress and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Remember, consistency is about showing up for yourself, not matching someone else's pace. Let's see how to shift your mindset away from comparison and toward self-improvement. To break free from the comparison trap, remind yourself that progress is personal. Set your own benchmarks and measure your growth against where you started, not where others are. This mindset helps you stay motivated and consistent even when you're busy. By focusing on self-improvement, you'll find more satisfaction in your journey. Next, let's talk about the importance of planning ahead. When you know a busy period is coming up, plan for it in advance. Look at your schedule and decide how you'll adapt your habits. Maybe you'll shorten your workouts or prep meals ahead of time. Planning ahead reduces stress and makes it easier to stay consistent even when life gets hectic. Let's look at some practical planning strategies you can use. Start by identifying your busiest days and decide in advance how you'll handle your habits. For example, if you know you'll be traveling, pack healthy snacks or schedule a quick workout. Use reminders and checklists to keep yourself on track. The more you prepare, the less likely you are to let your routine slip. Next, let's discuss the value of accountability. Having someone to check in with can make a big difference in staying consistent. Whether it's a friend, family member, or online group, accountability helps you stay committed, especially when you're busy. Sharing your goals and progress with others creates a sense of responsibility and support. Let's explore some ways to build accountability into your routines. To add accountability, find a partner with similar goals or join a group that shares your interests. Set regular check-ins to discuss your progress and challenges. Even a quick text or message can help you stay on track. Accountability turns your habits into a shared journey, making it easier to stay consistent, even when life gets busy. Next, let's talk about the importance of celebrating your progress. Recognizing your progress, no matter how small, is essential for staying motivated. Celebrate each step forward, whether it's sticking to your habit for a week or simply showing up on a tough day. These small wins build confidence and reinforce your commitment. Let's see how to make celebration a regular part of your routine. To keep yourself motivated, set up small rewards for sticking to your habits. This could be as simple as enjoying a favorite snack, taking a relaxing break, or sharing your success with a friend. Regular celebration keeps your spirits high and makes it easier to stay consistent, even when you're busy. Next, let's discuss the danger of negative self-talk. When you miss a day or fall short of your goals, it's easy to be hard on yourself. Negative self-talk can quickly sap your motivation and make it even harder to stay consistent. Instead, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that everyone slips up sometimes, and what matters most is getting back on track. Let's explore how to shift from criticism to encouragement. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, "I failed," try, "I'm learning and improving." This shift in mindset helps you bounce back from setbacks and maintain consistency over the long term. Encouragement fuels resilience, making it easier to keep going even when life gets busy. Next, let's talk about the importance of reviewing your routines regularly. Set aside time each week to review your routines. Ask yourself what's working, what's not, and how you can improve. Regular reviews help you spot problems early and make adjustments before you lose momentum. This habit of reflection keeps you proactive and consistent even during busy times. Let's look at some questions to guide your review process. During your routine review, ask yourself, what went well this week? Where did I struggle? What can I do differently next time? These questions help you learn from your experiences and make smarter choices moving forward. Reflection turns setbacks into opportunities for growth. Next, let's discuss the importance of simplifying your routines. Complex routines are harder to maintain, especially when you're busy. Simplify your habits as much as possible, focus on the essentials, and eliminate unnecessary steps. The simpler your routine, the easier it is to stick with it, no matter how hectic life gets. Let's see how to streamline your habits for maximum consistency. To streamline your habits, break them down into the smallest possible actions. For example, instead of aiming to write a full page every day, commit to writing just one sentence. This makes it easier to stay consistent, even on your busiest days. Over time, these small actions add up to big results. Next, let's talk about the importance of setting realistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can set you up for disappointment. Be honest about what you can achieve during busy times. It's okay to lower your standards temporarily. The goal is to keep your habits alive, not to be perfect. By setting realistic expectations, you'll avoid burnout and maintain consistency over the long term. Let's explore how to adjust your expectations when life gets hectic. When your schedule gets packed, adjust your goals to fit your current reality. If you can't do your full routine, do a smaller version. This keeps your momentum going and prevents the guilt that comes from missing a day. Remember, consistency is about showing up, not about doing everything perfectly. Next, let's discuss the importance of having a backup plan. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes your plans will fall through. That's why it's important to have a backup plan for your habits. Decide in advance what you'll do if your usual routine isn't possible. For example, if you can't make it to the gym, do a quick workout at home. Having a backup plan keeps you consistent even when things don't go as expected. Let's see how to create effective backup plans. To create a backup plan, think about the obstacles that might get in your way and come up with simple alternatives. Write these down and keep them handy. When life throws you a curveball, you'll be ready to adapt and keep your habits alive. Backup plans are your safety net for consistency. Next, let's talk about the importance of environment. Your environment has a big impact on your ability to stay consistent. If your space is cluttered or full of distractions, it's harder to stick to your habits. Set up your environment to support your routines. This might mean keeping your workout clothes visible or setting up a quiet spot for reading. Let's see how to optimize your environment for consistency. To make your environment work for you, remove obstacles and add cues that remind you of your habits. For example, place your journal on your pillow to remind you to write before bed. Small changes in your environment can make a big difference in your consistency, especially when you're busy. Next, let's discuss the importance of saying no. One reason people struggle with consistency is that they take on too many commitments. Learning to say no is essential for protecting your time and energy. When you're busy, it's okay to decline extra tasks or invitations. Saying no allows you to focus on your priorities and maintain your routines. Let's see how to practice this important skill. To get better at saying no, practice polite but firm responses. For example, I appreciate the offer, but I can't commit right now. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to protect your time. Saying no is a powerful tool for staying consistent, especially when life gets busy. Next, let's discuss the importance of patience. Consistency is a long-term game. Results don't happen overnight, and it's normal to experience ups and downs. Patience helps you stay committed, even when progress feels slow. Trust the process and give yourself time to grow. With patience, you'll find it easier to stay consistent, no matter how busy life gets. Let's see how to cultivate patience in your journey. To build patience, remind yourself that every small step counts. Celebrate your progress and avoid rushing the process. Patience allows you to enjoy the journey and stay consistent, even when life is hectic. Next, let's talk about the importance of self-awareness. Self-awareness means understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers. When you know what makes you lose consistency, you can plan ahead and avoid common pitfalls. Reflect on your habits and notice when you're most likely to slip. This awareness helps you make smarter choices and stay on track, even when you're busy. Let's see how to develop greater self-awareness. To build self-awareness, keep a journal of your habits and moods. Note when you feel most motivated and when you struggle. Over time, you'll spot patterns and learn how to support yourself better. Self-awareness is a powerful tool for staying consistent, especially during busy times. Next, let's discuss the importance of gratitude. Gratitude helps you stay positive and motivated, even when life is busy. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for, especially the progress you've made. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's working, making it easier to stay consistent. Let's see how to make gratitude a regular part of your routine. To practice gratitude, write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple habit boosts your mood and helps you appreciate your efforts even during busy times. Gratitude keeps you motivated and consistent, no matter what life throws your way. Next, let's talk about the importance of rest and recovery. Rest is just as important as action when it comes to consistency. Without enough rest, you'll burn out and struggle to maintain your habits. Make sure to schedule downtime and give yourself permission to recharge. Rest and recovery are essential for long-term consistency, especially during busy periods. Let's see how to build rest into your routine. To make rest a habit, set aside specific times for relaxation. This could be a short walk, a nap, or simply sitting quietly. By making rest a regular part of your routine, you'll have more energy to stay consistent with your other habits. Next, let's talk about the importance of progress over perfection. Perfectionism is the enemy of consistency. Focus on making progress, not on doing everything perfectly. Every step forward counts, no matter how small. By letting go of perfection, you'll find it easier to stay consistent, even when life is busy. Let's see how to embrace progress in your journey. To embrace progress, celebrate every effort you make, no matter how small. Remind yourself that consistency is about showing up, not about being perfect. With this mindset, you'll stay motivated and keep moving forward, even during the busiest times. Finally, let's wrap up with a summary of the key points. Staying consistent when life gets busy is challenging, but it's absolutely possible. Avoid all or nothing thinking, prioritize your most important habits, and be flexible with your routines. Practice self-care, track your progress, and celebrate your wins. Remember, progress matters more than perfection. With patience, self-awareness, and a supportive environment, you can maintain consistency no matter how hectic life becomes. Thanks for watching, and remember, small steps every day lead to big results.